Hey, what is up, everybody? Okay, so I wanted to create a quick little video. Excuse the mess behind me, excuse my hair. My hair is like this because I'm not cutting it until I hit $10,000 a month. So you'll know when I hit $10,000 a month. You'll be able to see that. So, okay, so basically, what is copywriting? And I'm just gonna, go through this in a few words to explain what I've learned so far. So basically, what copywriting is, it's the the writing that you see when you want to go buy a product that you want to buy, but you're still reading about it because you're unsure if it's like the right fit. So, for example, let's say I'm not going to use Amazon because Amazon product descriptions are slightly different. Yes, they're copywriting, slightly different though. They're more so kind of, you know, someone just wrote them because they needed to write them. And sure, they can be really great sometimes. But like copywriting more so is like ad copy and product description copy and the copy you see on a website. Um, and I'm going to stick with that e-commerce or regular product selling kind of theme. Actually, I have something somewhere. Think of those old catalogs, like a Sears catalog. Really, the copy in those had to sell the product because they didn't have video the same way we have video now. So when you're reading a little product description inside of a catalog, like my favorite brand, it's not really my favorite brand, it's just one of my favorite brands. If you look at, let's see, do they have, this is just the magazine, but they don't really have product descriptions in here. Um, that's so cool. But this is slightly different. This is creating the brand ethos with products like that. But if you go to your favorite brand's website and you're going to buy a new pair of pants, and you can look at the little description, that right there is copywriting. Take, for example, like J. Crew or, any of these major brands. Or, for example, if you're going to go buy a video game and you look at the description of the video game, that's an example of copywriting. These are things that people spend a lot of time perfecting the presence or the how it comes across the screen for people. Um, it's very important that you go and spend time reading things like that because that is the essence of copywriting. And if you understand how they build the arguments and create the intrigue and create the curiosity and create the excitement, like if you can get that down, then it becomes very easy to use writing to sell products for people, or products for yourself. Now, that is a longer term aspirational thing for most people to be able to use that kind of copy to sell things. Everyone in this group right now might be a little ways off from that, but it's not as far off as you think. You just got to get a few key things done first before you can get to the level where you're doing that kind of writing. And essentially, everyone in this group needs to focus on the network that you have and what you can do to help people in the network that you have. So we're going to focus on things like website copy for digital products. Very important. Everyone has digital products. If you're here on school, you either have one or you want to sell one or you know someone who's selling one. And what can you do to help people that have those things? Well, you can take a look at their product pages. You can take a look at what they offer. You can take a look at their emails. You can take a look at their text messages. You can take a look at their videos that they're putting out. So essentially, if someone is filming and posting YouTube videos, then they're a good candidate to uh, potentially become a customer for you. Now, right now, we live in the age of AI. So I'm going to transition to the next section of this video. And AI is very helpful for copywriting, but it's helpful to understand why AI is helpful in copywriting. It's because it can take all the data of these books that are like written in 2007 or early 2000s, right? All the old knowledge of copywriting and all the new knowledge of copywriting. and it can kind of combine them as a database. So instead of having to read copywriting books, now we have this resource where we can get kind of the synthesis of these ideas, and you can be like, hey, explain to me some of the best copywriting books and some of the arguments that they talk about, and like how they use copywriting to sell products. You're not going to say, hey, can you write me something, some copy? Can you write me a YouTube video? No, that's the wrong way to look at it. Using AI in your copy, you want to ask it what the frameworks of copy are, so you can understand how to build arguments and how to build intrigue and curiosity and create agreement um, with the product and the prospect. And that's where AI really shines in copywriting. The next thing that it really helps is the volume. So it helps you create a lot more volume so you can A/B test things quicker. But you really don't want to just use it to say, hey, write this for me, write some copy for me, write some emails for me. That's the wrong way to go about it. And this ties back into what I was talking about before. Everyone on school has a digital product or knows someone with a digital product or wants to sell a digital product. And essentially what that means is that they need a good traffic flow. So you can become really good at helping them be that keystone in their pipeline. So you can help them um, create demand, essentially, or tap into demand. That's one important thing that people talk about, is tapping into demand is more important than creating demand. You can't create demand, essentially. It's kind of a useless idea to try and create demand. You have to tap into demand that already exists. And that's where your job is very important as a copywriter. You become a researcher and you understand the market and understand what the demand for a product is. For example, I just got these earplugs right here. And I have AirPods in right now, but what's the point of these earplugs, right? There's already a demand for this. So this product, Max, this company, Max, they said, okay, let's create a line of earplugs. They don't just sell this one; they sell different colors, different densities, different soundproofness, and so on and so forth. And what their job was okay, let's identify the demand, let's create a product, let's package it, let's make it look like this so it looks cool, and let's provide it to the market. So they tapped into the demand. And now, the copywriting, ultimate comfort, highest noise reduction rating, 50 pair, like they're explaining the benefits of the product, not just the features. Like the features are that it comes in this, with 50, right? But then the benefits of it are it has ultimate comfort. So that's one way to really start to analyze the world around you and why people would want to use you as their copywriter. Okay. And ghostwriting is a whole other side of things as well, and it's vitally important. Um, but yeah, so this is a quick little video. I'm just getting used to using this supercut thing, which is pretty cool. Um, Supercut seems to be a little bit better than Loom, so that's pretty great. I know it's going to help me get really far with video editing and video creation. And yeah, thanks for watching.